Well, hello there. I'm Cheryl, and today I'm bringing you my NYX lipstick collection. Without a doubt, my NYX lipsticks are my favorite lipsticks. I've got these kind of like chubby lip cream thing. I've got the mattes, and I've got the soft matte lip cream. The first one I've got on my lips right now is the Simply Pink lip cream. It's the only one of these that I've got. I think this one is more like Candy Yum Yum from MAC, but not matte. This is the only unmatte lipstick that I've got, by the way. And actually it's not so very creamy that it bothers me, so it's fine. Now I'm gonna start with my matte lipsticks. As a whole, these matte lipsticks from NYX are very moisturizing, as in they almost verge on the satiny feel, but they're still matte looking, which I love. So this is my first matte lipstick from NYX, and it's called Whipped Caviar. It's a kind of nudish grayish pink color. I wear this when I wear kind of silvery toned dark smoky eyes, and I'll just throw this on because it's very neutral looking. This is the next one. It's called Strawberry Daiquiri, and it doesn't look very much like a strawberry daiquiri color. It's more like a warm tone nude, which is why I like it. I mean, I don't have many nudes in my collection actually. I'm more of a bright or very dark kind of person, but you know, it's always good to have a nude color in your collection. This is kind of like a more peachy version of Velvet Teddy. You can tell by the bullet, I've used, well, quite a lot of it, especially in the summertime with bright eye makeup. I'll just put this on and it will be good to go. So this next color is what I like to call summer in a lipstick. It's called Indie Flick, and it's a very beautiful bright orange color. Now, many of the people who know me know that orange is my least favorite color ever, but somehow on lips I can't get enough of it. And this is what it looks like. It's beautiful, it's bright, it's very pigmented, as are all of these matte lipsticks from NYX, which is why I like them. And it would suit many different skin tones. Particularly, I think the warm skin tones would look very nice with these. If Indie Flick was summer in a color, this one is definitely spring in a color. And it's called Street Cred. It's a kind of corally, kind of pink, more on the pinkish side, but it still has a hint of coral in it. And as with all of these matte lipsticks, very creamy, very insanely pigmented, and I love it. We're verging onto the reds now, and this one is called Bloody Mary, and it's a pinkish kind of red. It's a very beautiful color, very wearable, good for spring and summer, and actually all year round, because since it's a bit of a dark kind of pinky red, it's also good for winter, let's face it. This one is my first ever NYX matte lipstick, and it's called Perfect Red. As you can see, as the name suggests, it is a perfect red. Not too blue toned, not too red toned, not too pink, not too orange. It's a beautiful kind of vintage pinup red. And here's the swatch. So this next one, it's called Shocking Pink, which again, I mean, name speaks for itself. It is a truly shocking pink. It's very comparable to MAC's Candy Yum Yum, only it's slightly less obnoxiously bright pink, you know, like less blue toned. It is still blue tone, but the MAC one is much more blue tone, much more bright, much more fluorescent. This one is slightly less in your face, still very bright, still a beautiful color for summer. And oh, I really want to get another one because it's so difficult to apply. This next red is called Alabama. A very browny kind of red. I love wearing it in winter time because it's a warm brownish red, kind of like if Studded Kiss by MAC and Viva Glam 3 by MAC had a baby. This is what it would look like because it's slightly brownish but still very red. So this next one is another very well loved lipstick. It's called Aria. It's a nice kind of pinky, purpley kind of color. Again, it suits so many people. And I love wearing it for like weddings. Very nice color. And when it starts to fade, it's kind of like heroin. It leaves a pinky stain on your lips. So it fades, but you still have color. My final and darkest matte lipstick from NYX is Siren, and to me it reminds me a lot of Diva or Sin by MAC. It's kind of like a mix between them because it's very dark. It's kind of a plummy, figgy type of reddish purple color. We're moving on to the soft matte lip creams. This is Abu Dhabi, and it's a brownish nude kind of color. If I had to compare it to anything, I'd compare it to Velvet Teddy by MAC because it's kind of like brownish, but at the same time, it's not a concealer lips type of brown. It's very pinky type nude. That's it. This next one is a kind of lavender kind of color. It's called Sydney. It's kind of very, very light pastel pinky purple. And this is the swatch. It's very, very light. As you can see, it hardly shows up, but it leaves a nice kind of light purple pink tint to your lips, which I like very much. So the next color is Milan, and it's a kind of muted, dusty rosy color. It's kind of like Your Lips But Better pink, and it's very pretty, and it's a beautiful color basically. This next one is called Ibiza, and it's a very pretty corally kind of pink color. It's a very pretty color, and it's very good for spring and summer because who doesn't love a good coral in the spring and summer? Another summer in a bottle color. This one is called Morocco, and it is a very, very bright orange. I think it's very similar to Orange by MAC, which is an amplified finish, so I don't own it, but I've seen swatches of it and it looks very similar to this. This next color is a very bright orangey red, tomato red I like to call it, and it's called Amsterdam. The next color is called Prague, and it's kind of a dark, kind of muted pink. It's a very interesting color. It's darker, kind of grayish toned pink. And this one is a bright kind of pink, but you expect it to be more bright, but it's kind of like a lighter version of Prague, as you can see here. I was expecting it to be more kind of like this kind of color, but no, it's not very bright, it's more muted, but still a nice pink color. Now, if a color got close to Ruby Woo, this would be it. It's a nice bluish toned red, and it's a slightly dark kind of red, I guess, but very bluish toned. It's kind of like Studded Kiss, but lighter. The next one is Copenhagen, and it's a kind of like purpley berry kind of color. It definitely looks darker in the tube than it actually is, and it is a bit patchy when you apply it. So what I like to do is I like to apply the NYX waterproof lip liner in Plum all over my lips, and then I'd apply this on top, and they last very well together, and it's one of my favorites because it's a nice berry kind of purpley pink color. This final one is another scary until you try it kind of color. It's called Transylvania, obviously because it's very vampy and it looks black here, but it's actually a very dark purpley plum color. It's very similar to Instigator by MAC. It's also a bit patchy, so I would also apply the plum lip liner underneath it, but once it's on, it's amazing and it's not too dark, and I think it would suit a lot of people, and I love it for that kind of vampy look. These were my NYX lipsticks. Yes, it's a very long video, I'm sorry. I've got so many NYX lipsticks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.